Once we're deep, we'll go in deep. Chad and
Ooh, Daddy, what's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad JT podcast. Guys, before we get into this pod, I want to remind you that we are brought to you by Manscaped. I'm rocking their shirt right now. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs and making sure that not only are they safe, but they're fresh. And by fresh, I mean they have a freshly cut lawn that lets people know, hey, this guy is looking after his junk. Not only does he have nice facial hair, a good haircut, probably some bleach on top, but a well-trimmed bush. You manscaped lately?
Yes, always.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it looking pristine, not just for my lover, but also for myself.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Self-care and partner care.
I have a process. I make my bed, I journal, and I trim my pubes.
You know, the good thing about Manscaped is that they're bringing relationship health to the forefront of the conversation, because they're like, look after each other, but make sure everything's good downstairs as well.
Yeah, I like that they're on the cutting edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you use code GODEEP at manscaped.com. Get the Lawnmower 2.0. You will not be sorry. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
What up, dude? Boom, clap, Stokers.
Dude, I like the caveman coffee mug.
Yeah, and I'm drinking coffee now.
Yeah. How long you been doing that?
I switched like a week ago.
How do you feel?
Good. I also want a house of beer right now.
You're just feeling everything?
Yeah.
Are you amped and that's why you want to get, jacked off substance?
I think I have an increase in agita in a good way because I've been more disciplined with my other vices.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the other ones are poking through a bit more.
Dude, yeah, there is something about when you start making strides in other areas of your life and just accomplishments.
Yeah.
You want to jack up, for me personally, caffeine intake.
Yeah.
And just all kinds of things. And you just want to drive really fast to Kenny Loggins songs.
Yeah. Well, that's a rush. That's adrenaline.
Yeah.
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 Probably the purest kind.
Yeah.
What Loggins song?
Probably standard, Danger Zone. I'll throw on some Footloose or
I'm Free. Do you know that one?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All day. I know it's not.
Heaven favors the man who takes his chance.
Right. Yeah.
Come on.
I know it's not a Loggins song, but Playing with the Boys.
Yeah.
Basically just the Top Gun soundtrack. So when I haul in my hybrid, people are like, that guy is green and jacked.
Yeah, you're joyous.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love spreading joy via the car.
Yeah.
I like it when someone looks into my car and they laugh because I'm like getting after it so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, then I laugh at myself. I'm like, you and me both, brother.
I know it really elevates life, I think, when you can have a good time by yourself in the whip.
Yeah.
What have you been jamming to?
New Taylor Swift album's been getting a lot of run.
It's been fire.
Have you listened to the new Taylor Swift album?
No, I haven't.
It's fire.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Are you going to be on? I'll probably throw a lot of questions to you.
I'll turn it on.
Cool.
Guys, we got Emma on the mic.
Emma's subbing in for Aaron. We throw a lot of questions at Aaron, mostly when we hit like philosophical quandaries that we can't work ourselves through.
I got it.
We call in Big Aaron.
Aaron's got some good life advice.
He's a beast.
Aaron Ocrates. And you'll be Emma Stottle.
Oh, I love it.
Cool.
Nice.
Dude, nice job.
Thanks.
But yeah, the new T Swift album is it's been burning a hole in my ears. I like it.
Yeah, I've really only listened to a couple songs. I was in Vegas with Caroline and she played I think he knows probably 100 times.
The opening jam off the album.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that one as much. I've been listening a lot to Lover and then the duet she does with the dude from Panic at the
sweet.
disco. Yeah. Dude, how was the wedding? Yeah.
It was good.
Now that we
I was
touched
thinking since she might be on the next one, I might dive into that.
Okay.
With her.
Yeah, cool.
Just so we have something to talk about.
And by her, he means Chad's lovely paramour, Caroline, will be on the pod.
Oh, dude, Paramore.
Be on the next pod. Thank you, dog.
I didn't know that was I just thought that was a Papa Roach song word.
Yeah, I think it means it is. But I think it means you're a partner.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach just goes deeper and deeper the more I learn about them.
Yeah, we're really working through the pop culture canon with the people we've mentioned so far.
How do you think they came up with that name?
Papa Roach? I swear this must be it. I'm pretty confident that his dad's nickname was Roach,
Mm-hmm.
and they just named it after him.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at all. I thought they saw a cockroach and they're like, that one must be the leader.
Like, I think Leonard Skinnard, they had a PE teacher named Leonard Skinnard, and they just named their band after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So our band would be called Mr. Fee.
Yeah, might be Coach Brandenburg.
Yeah, I got in trouble one time for arguing with my PE teacher. We both got called into the office.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know when you have like a young teacher?
Yeah.
So they're not old enough yet to like feel different than you. So you kind of, you know, you can get away with stuff because they're kind of still immature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing about younger teachers. I always had that feeling like, you know, you can be a little more, you can just act a little bit crazier in class. But the most heartbreaking thing is when the young teacher would drop the hammer on you and punish you.
Yeah.
Like I had Mr. Abbott. He, although my friend was in the wrong, he drew a risque photo, a bush. And I think the most wrong thing about it was that it wasn't well trimmed.
Yeah.
And he saw it, and he almost suspended us. But you know what? He didn't suspend us. So I got to say, he stayed in his element.
He just tried to scare you a little bit.
He's like, you guys could get in really big fucking trouble for this.
Yeah, I was super tight with one. I've talked about her before on here, Miss Breen. She was my English teacher when I was 18, and she was only 21 because at a private school, you don't have to have like your full teaching credential.
Yeah.
And which is kind of hilarious. And then, and yeah, we were like thick as thieves. Like I'd stay in her class after school and we'd just talk about like life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up like cheating on one of her papers.
Mm.
And this fucking guy in the class, Toby, like she was like, I'm going to give you guys another paper if you guys don't keep it down. And I was like, I didn't care. And then everyone kept talking. And then she's like, I'm really going to give you another paper. And then I was like, yeah, whatever. And then Toby was like, yeah, you don't care, Park, because you'll just buy another essay off the internet. And then she just looked stunned.
Yeah.
And she walked back to her desk like comatose. And I was so like embarrassed. And I was like, oh, please, Miss Breen, can I talk to you after class? And she was like, yeah. And yeah, she was really hurt. I fucked up big.
But you came clean.
After I got caught. And dude, it was sad too because she'd give me back the paper. She's like, you crushed it on this. This reminded me a lot of like my college papers.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking. I thought, well, it's good. Yeah, at least he didn't deny it. You're like, I don't know what was his name?
Toby.
I don't know what Toby's talking about. His name's fucking Toby.
And I still talk to Miss Breen once in a while. She's the shit. She's had like her 5th kid. Congrats.
I remember I had a math teacher, Gwen, and she's going through a tough time in her life. I believe a divorce.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gwen. But she would just get hammered. And she, you know, this is when I lived in Spain, and she was American too. So she would just like get hammered, and it was kind of a whole sad situation. But I always had this, you know, I hated math. So I was like, she'd be like, all right, you got to like try on this test. I'm like, Gwen, we got fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Right.
We were at the pub the other night just dropping Heinekens, and you want me to like do algebra? I'm like, let's get it together here.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting a C.
Yeah, you're not going to fail kids after they've seen you drunk.
Yeah, I think that I was like, there's no way. Like, she was more blacked out than I was, so.
Dude, actually the teacher who, like, I was going to get kicked out of school no matter what, but when I was in my review period, he was my summer school teacher. And when I was in the review meeting, they were like, why do we expect you to behave better after this moment? And I was like, because I'm on Ritalin now, so I'm not acting up as much, which was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, if we asked your summer school teacher if you've been acting better, what would he say? And I was like, oh, fuck, because I got kicked out of his class that day.
Oh.
So I was like, he'd say I was acting better. I just, like, let it ride. And then I went into class the next day. I was like, what'd you tell him? He's like, I told him you're horrible. I told him you're, like, acting up all the time. And I was like, fuck. So they asked me not to come back to the school, which is, like, slightly different than getting expelled. And then I saw him, like, 5 years later at a bar. And I'm with a bunch of, like, my friends who are girls. And he comes up, and he's wasted. He just goes, I'm not your teacher anymore, to all the chicks. And we were like, whoa.
Is that all he said?
Yeah. And then he did, like, a shot with us. It wasn't too bad, but it was, like,
Yeah.
he was looking to get down.
I remember our principal, it was like a running joke that at the end of every 8th grade graduation, Jesse would get hammered. But he was like a hard ass, you know?
Right.
He'd be like, I'd always show up late with my mom because we were the dynamic duo. And we're just like, get there on time? I'm going to shower. I'd always show up late and like, I'd be like running, you know, to class. And he'd be like, Mr. Kroger, tuck in that shirt. Why are you late again? I'm like, Jesse, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
I was like the only student in that school, not to be braggy, but I was like the only student who was able to be tardy consistently and not get strikes.
Dude, I always like I got out of strikes sometimes by just begging for mercy, but yeah, there was something about me where everyone was like, "You're on your way out."
Well, I think that the key is just to sort of laugh it off and just play dumb. Just be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what, bitch?"
I thought about that too, where I was like, because like in college, I'm not proud of this, but like I plagiarized a couple things on papers, you know, and I was like, if I get caught, I'm just gonna be like, I didn't know you weren't allowed to do that. And just act so straightforward, stupid, you know?
Yeah.
Just be like, I didn't know you weren't allowed to do that. And they're like, that's plagiarism. I'm like, it's the first I'm hearing of it.
You wrote an entire essay from Hemingway.
Yeah.
That's not the assignment.
I'm like, yeah, but I found that essay and it was really good, so I thought I would just send it in so you guys would like it more.
So you
Yeah.
thought you'd turn in Old Man in the Sea for your thesis?
Yeah. I know it's not the best book, but I thought you guys would like it a little bit.
All right, well,
Yeah, then they're like, look, I talked to Parr. We interrogated him. He doesn't get it.
yeah. Look, well, I guess you get an A then.
He's an innocent. Yeah, we can't kick him out.
Look, he doesn't get it.
Dude, I had my friend Robbie gave this other guy on the football team his homework to copy. The fucking kid photocopies it and then just crosses out my friend's name and writes his above. So Robbie gets called into the principal's office. They're like, did you cheat with this guy on your homework? And then Robbie's like, no, I didn't do that. And then they hand him the thing. It just has his name crossed off. He's like, what the fuck, dude? You dumbass.
He turned these in together.
Yeah.
It was
so
all
funny.
For some reason, my dad scared me the most about getting caught cheating.
Yeah, well, that's a bad black mark on your history. Yeah.
Because if you're boozing, you know, they're like, oh, you're just boozing, like you're a teenager. But
Right.
if you get cheating, they're like, he's like, it compromises your integrity.
Yeah.
And you'll never get into college.
You're unethical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is bad.
Yeah, so that's my thoughts on cheating. Dude, you know what I think I'm going to do after this?
What?
Join a rock climbing gym.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome to come, dude.
I want to. My shoulder's still a little
Yeah, I
jacked
was-
up,
I was
but
wondering
I'm
about
getting
that.
there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start bouldering, no rope.
Yeah, that's fun.
Tons of chalk.
Which one are you going to?
Hollywood Boulder.
I've been there before. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't been in. For some reason, I've had this block. I love rock climbing, and I've always wanted to like join a gym. And I always had in my mind, I'm like, at some point in my life, I'm gonna join a fucking rock climbing gym, and that time is now.
The time is now.
Yeah, and it's such a good workout too. You work on your grip.
Yeah, grip strength is huge. I think it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you want core strength and you want grip strength.
Yeah. So I'm pumped on that.
That's play strength.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
Nothing, dude. I went to Utah this past weekend for a
Oh,
fantasy
right.
football
How was
draft.
that?
It was good, dude. 16 guys.
It looked like so much fun.
Yeah, we have a dinner the first night, and then it's just like, well, so first we fly to Utah, and on my plane is, and I want Strider to talk about this too, but because he was with me, but there's all these kids who are from the Church of Latter-day Saints, Mormons, and they're in America for the first time in 2 years. They've all been doing their mission, spreading the word in Japan. And they're like
Wow.
the nicest kids on earth. They were like, oh, dude, like, what should we get up to? I was like, In-N-Out. Like, you got to go to In-N-Out. I didn't really know what to recommend. And so I was like, In-N-Out. They were like, oh, okay, for sure, for sure. And then we just kept chatting about their experiences over there. And then we land and we start walking through the terminal. And then all their families are there to greet them. And everyone's crying because you realize, like, oh, they haven't seen him in 2 years.
That's crazy.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like a really nice, I was like, oh, the ritual is beautiful. And then we get into an Uber and I don't want to miss the dinner with all the guys. And there's like 4 of us in the Uber, and we do a dinner that first night at this place called High West. And all the guys are together, and my buddy Matt, who's kind of coordinating everything, is like, hey, I think you might miss it. So we get in this Uber, and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm talking to him in Spanish. I'm like, I need you to drive fast, and I'll give you $40 right now, plus what we're paying you in the 5 stars to drive fast. He's like, no worries, I got you. We get on the freeway, and he's doing 45, and like 18-wheelers are passing us. So I'm like, señor, por favor, más rápido. And then he's like, no, it's all good. I'm going to get you there. But I'm looking at the GPS on my phone, and he's adding minutes to the time.
Right.
There's no traffic.
Yeah.
So I start to get frustrated, and then Strider's like, no, chill, dude. I think he's got eye problems. So I try to ask him, like, super politely, but I'm like, excuse me, senor? No estoy bromeando. I'm not joking, but do you have a problem with your eyes, your ojos? And I'm a little nervous. And then he goes, no! ¿Tú tienes un problema con tus dos ojos? And I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, you got a problem with your fucking eyes? I'm like, no. Mi culpa, my fault, I'm sorry. And then he keeps driving slow. And so at one point, I'm being kind of a hard ass, but I'm like, dude, you're getting us there like 10 minutes after the estimate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going slower. I'm like, I'm going to need the $40 back. And he's like, all right. So then we get there, and I'm like, I need the $40 back. And he's like, no. And then I snapped.
Yeah.
I was like, dámelo. And then he forked it over. So, you know.
Well, he went under the speed limit.
Yeah, and we still paid him for the Uber ride and gave him the 5 stars.
Yeah.
But we get up in there, we have a great dinner. Everyone's wild, and I was such a animal the year before, and we had the same waitress. I was like she actually came up to me during the dinner. She's like, are you on your best behavior this year? I was like, yeah, I'm trying. Because like last year when she came into the room, I was making like a really inappropriate joke to a friend, and I was like, I felt bad. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I tried harder this year. But then we had the draft the next day, me and my brother, 14-team league, bigger than usual. I got a squad. My brother and I drafted so well together, so badass. And then the best part about it is we just have so many like customs that we do around it. Like we sang the national anthem and we did a flag raising, which was
Yeah, it looked
beautiful.
like so much fun.
Yeah, our friend Luke made up a song. We give out trophies for a bunch of different stuff. Guys announce if they're getting married or having kids.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then
Yeah, when you texted me that you were singing national, I thought that was so funny.
yeah, it was great, dude. And it really
Yeah.
gets you in the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Brooks sang the national anthem holding his first place trophy from last year over his heart. Yeah. My buddy Andrew came, even though he's not even in the fantasy football league, just for
he
morale.
just came?
Yeah, and dude, so him and Trevor are cooking food for everybody.
Yeah.
And Andrew gets like too creative in the kitchen. Like he makes good stuff, but he'll overdo it. So I see him just pulling millions of sauces out of the fridge, and I'm like, Andrew, bro, I so much appreciate you cooking, but you're cooking for everyone, dude. Just keep the sauce simple, dude, please.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I got it. And I'm like, I know, dude, but you're pulling like mayonnaise and like Worcester sauce and like jalapenos and mango and all this different shit. I'm like, just chill, bro. Just keep it simple, please. And then, of course, it comes out too spicy. It was good, but like, at one point I dead seriously go, your creativity is selfish. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just trying to protect the pork shoulder. And
Dude, that's priority number one.
yeah, and then my dog Trevor partied the hardest. You're a legend.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun.
It was fun, dude. Yeah.
Does Andrew feel left out because he's not drafting?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
One time we went to dinner with our buddy Ross's mom, and it came up, and he got really mad at the dinner
Really?
and made such a big deal of it that it became embarrassing. Like the restaurant had to tell us to keep it down.
But he's not a football fan.
He knows nothing about football. He was a good football player. He's a good athlete,
Yeah.
but he's just not passionate about football. I mean, I love the guy. I want him to come to every fantasy football draft, but
Yeah.
maybe we're punking him, but I don't think
No,
so.
I mean-
yeah,
I did a fantasy football league one year. I fucking tanked.
really.
I didn't even check it. It was with our buddy Rob. He's like, "You want to join this year?" I'm like, "Sure."
Oh, Vortrees' league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who do you want to draft?" I'm like, "What? Just do the automatic."
The auto draft.
Yeah. So I just did the auto draft. Didn't check it. I was in last place, I believe.
Yeah, like if you do auto draft in our league,
You're kicked out.
we jettison you. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was talking to my college buddies about doing a reunion trip.
Oh, nice.
The cream pie house.
Yeah.
It's coming back together, but we're trying to figure out where to go. Stokers, if you have any ideas for where to go,
I got
was thinking.
some
I was
ideas.
thinking Scottsdale. Yeah, what do you think?
Scottsdale's good. I think Nashville's good. Austin's
Nashville, I
good.
didn't think about that.
New
Austin?
Orleans is good. Austin's good.
Yeah.
Denver's good. I think you know what's cool.
I'm gonna go like south. So I want like warm weather.
Yeah, and I'd go somewhere where the outdoors are nice.
Yeah, I've gone to Scottsdale. Love Scottsdale. Got a big steak in Scottsdale. Austin sounds dope. I've been to Nashville, but I was blacked out the whole time, so I don't remember. So basically, I haven't been to Nashville. But I do love how much live. That's all I remember is
Yeah,
live music.
but Nashville remembers you.
Yeah,
You
for
left
sure.
your mark.
I woke up naked on my brother's couch in
Oh,
college.
that's the best.
And he's like, "You should get tested."
Yeah, dude, when you wake up naked,
Yeah.
you're just like, what the fuck?
He had like a sit down with me. You know when you're blacked out and like all morale is low, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Look, are you getting tested?" And
You
I'm
need
like,
it.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It scared me. But
Yeah.
now I get tested, and I'm fine.
I've told buddies when they're super fucked up, I'm like, you're too fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta rein it in a little bit.
Yeah. Which coming from your brother though, I feel like it's just like it's like you're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean?
It's deeper. You know what I tell my younger brother, because he rages a little bit harder than I do now.
Yeah.
I'll just like look after him. I'm like, hey, be careful and drink a lot of water.
Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
but I think the subtext of that is like, hey man,
Yeah.
keep it cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of meaning in that.
Yeah. It's almost like they know you so well, so when they see you're partying too hard, they can pinpoint it and then just drive the needle in, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
dude.
I had like a crazy blacked out night, and the next day my brother was like, that wasn't cool.
Really?
Yeah. And I'd been getting text messages from people though being like, dude, you were hilarious yesterday. And my brother was like, do not listen to them. You listen to me. It was not cool. Yeah.
It was bad.
He was like, it was bad. Dude, but speaking of football, one of the articles we covered, and big story in sports right now, Andrew Luck, 29-year-old quarterback. When he was in college, he was, ordained the quarterback of the future for the next decades, and just was like a can't miss stud, biggest prospect since John Elway, retiring
Yeah.
out of the league, just not enjoying it anymore.
Yeah. Our buddy Nick had a good take on it.
What'd he say?
Well, he's like a Venice guy, and he's like more like spiritual, and he's all about, he'll say things like, I have my opinions on Western medicine. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah, he's the best.
We have the best conversation.
He's a lovely guy.
And he was like, yeah, it was so beautiful, his retirement, because he's like, look, this is taking a toll on my body, and I've chosen to preserve my body because I'm sort of a Renaissance man or whatever. He's like, I have
He's a smart guy.
degree from Stanford. I can do all these things, and I want my ACLs intact when I do them. And I was like, that's a really nice perspective. I understand the fans are pissed, but I like that this guy's taking charge, and he's like, I've gotten all I can out of football. I'm going to lead an interesting life, and I don't want to be fucked up when I do it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was nice.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
nice.
How do you feel about it, though?
I like it. I like anytime someone's doing what they want. It's like it's bad timing because it's just a couple weeks before the season, but like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think
the fantasy people are pissed.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, no one's going to be looking out for him. The team's not looking out for him.
Yeah.
All the fans who love him, they're not really looking out for him. So he's just got to look out for himself. And it's consistent. Like Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Jim Brown, all these legends retired at about 30.
Yeah.
Just because Ricky Williams, I mean, he was kind of had to leave because he had so many failed weed tests. But they just want to do other things.
Yeah. Do you think a year from now, he'll be like, fuck?
I do. I think he might
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I've heard it's being compared to Jordan's 93 retirement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking a lot about when Jordan did that, and because I'm trying to do a bit right now about Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Because like when he was close to his peak as a golfer, he like seriously considered leaving golf to become a Navy SEAL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, like fulfillment is a slippery thing. So
Yeah.
go wherever you got to go to get it. But I mean, with Andrew Luck, like, dude, he had a lacerated kidney.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're pissing blood.
Oh. I
That's
wonder what that's like.
Dan Levitard wrote an article about Jason Taylor, this fucking beast defensive end for the Dolphins, good looking dude too, where he would have to sleep on his staircase, like with like his leg and body contorted at a specific angle just to sleep to alleviate pressure on his leg. And I think I'm remembering this accurately. There's even one section in the article where the doctor was like, "Yeah, we have to like cut off your leg or you'll die."
Damn.
And then he's like, "No, leave it," because he just could not give up football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I can't even imagine the pain those guys are in.
Yeah.
I think Jerome Bettis said he could only walk one day out of the week, and that was Sunday, like during season.
Man.
And the rest of the week, like when he's like 30, he's got a cane
Yeah.
because his body's just through so much suffering.
Dude, and there's nothing worse than when your health is impaired. It just fucks everything up.
Yeah,
I
you're
think-
in a bummer mood.
Yeah, it's so hard to operate at like a full level, just mentally. It's just like a cloud hanging over you. And even times when I have like minor things going on, because I'm so sensitive with that shit. I'm just such a baby.
Me too.
I'm like, I've got an infection, all right? Just I don't want to go to the wedding. So,
No, your health's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
Dude, this monologist I love, Spalding Gray.
yeah.
Brilliant dude. His body got all fucked up, I think, in a car accident. He ended up wheelchairing himself off a bridge.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And he had like a brilliant interior life. He was like the smartest guy around.
Yeah.
But he didn't give a fuck. If he couldn't move well, he was just kind of over it. But I mean, I'm not saying that's cool. Like if you're, effed up, try and figure it out,
Yeah.
and you can still have a super meaningful life. But, if you're valuing your health and you don't want to put yourself through more of that, don't do it.
Dude, wheelchairing yourself up? That takes a lot of willpower.
Yeah, he might have just walked it, but I like the image of
Yeah.
him in the wheelchair.
It's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you saw someone doing that, you'd be like, this is kind of funny.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so hyped for the football season, though. I've just been watching highlights. NFL does like a top 100 players breakdown as voted on by the players.
Yeah.
Does like 5-minute little vignettes on all the studs, and I just marvel at their physical grace, their intelligence, and their fucking joy in laying hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best, dude. It's
Yeah.
the best. I love basketball, but I love football the most. It's the best. Even
It's
though
awesome.
it causes a lot of suffering for the players, and it's, hard on them. I appreciate your sacrifice, dude, because it gets me fucking jacked.
Gladiators.
They really are.
Yeah.
They're the best of us. I really think like football players are the coolest people on earth.
You think they're the best?
Yeah, I think they're the most special athletes. I mean, I think like mixed martial arts is harder as a sport, but I don't think the same caliber of athlete is in mixed martial arts. I think the best athletes are football players. And you could argue with me all day, and there's no right answer, but I just think the combination of size and athleticism that the premier players have is completely on another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Aaron Donald, dude. Fuck, man.
I'm trying to think of what I think of.
Like other sports,
Yeah, I mean, gymnasts.
gymnasts
What
are
about gymnasts?
freaks. Yeah.
They're insane.
Yeah, Simone Biles is
Yeah.
a freak, dude.
And I remember,
She's amazing.
I remember in elementary school, I had a crush on this girl. She was a gymnast. But what's interesting about it is it like stunts your height because you keep landing on your
Your vertebra.
bone. Yeah. So you're like,
squishing it down.
I'm gonna be like a jacked little ball of muscle,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have great balance and I'm gonna dominate the rings.
Well, I fought Puzio, the guy I fought.
Oh, he was a gymnast.
He was a gymnast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the rings, I think. Yeah.
Man, did he do like breakdancing moves when you were brawling?
He was like that. Yeah, he had that kind of like coordination and movement.
I could see him doing like a flying kick and then like landing and giving a pose.
I did. When I put him on his back, he up kicked me, and I was like, damn, I didn't see that fuck coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think are the best athletes, Emma?
I was going to say gymnasts really blow my mind, like you said. But also sometimes watching like really competitive swimmers is kind of fascinating
Yeah.
because it's not like we're not built for the water,
Yeah.
but like those people are for some reason.
Yeah.
And swimming too, it requires so much mental toughness.
Yeah.
You want to have a high belly button to be a good swimmer. I think that helps with buoyancy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never thought about the placement of my belly button while I'm in the water, but maybe I will.
And some people have the better distribution of torso to leg to create that nice balance as they cut through the water.
Maybe that's why Coach Moon made me do the 500.
Absolutely. Which actually brings us to our next article, which was about runners versus swimmers' hearts.
Yeah.
So they're studying how sport-specific training affects the shape of your heart. And basically the left ventricle, depending on what sport you do, can change. Like if you're a rower, you have like a super jacked left ventricle that has like extra muscle on it, but it doesn't twirl around as nimbly to release blood as a runner's does, because a runner has like a more fine.
They describe it as like a sponge. It's like you wring out the sponge and that's all the blood.
I love that we're studying the musculature of the heart, because
Yeah.
now I'm like, dude, I want to do a sport that gives me a jacked, sexy heart.
Right, yeah. Dude, and it was interesting about how they're like, ultimately runners have the stronger ventricular rhythm thing because of gravity.
Yeah.
They have to push it through, because swimmers, they're horizontal, so it's easier
To
for
pump
the
through
blood
all-
to get pumped through. But when you're vertical, your heart has to pump it all the way up to your freaking dome, so that takes a bigger punch from that muscle.
And you do both.
I do both, yeah.
I want them to study your heart. Yeah.
And then rock climbing,
See if you got that jack/ripped heart.
yeah, with chalk on it.
I just imagine like bringing Sally back to the place and we're getting intimate and I pull my shirt off And then I'm like, I'm not done yet. And then I wheel in an echocardiogram, and I'm like, look at this heart, babe. And then we just go over it and just marvel at how jacked my left ventricle's become.
Do you want to act that out?
Yeah, sure. Hey, babe.
Hey.
Hey, lover. What's going on?
I'm just getting hot for you.
You want to? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're being extra forward today. I appreciate that.
I was thinking maybe we could put on like the Bee Gees and get funky.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Hey, later, Joe. Sorry, we're going to head into my room for a bit.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
Later.
Have fun boning.
Whoa. Easy killer.
Thanks, Joe.
You're so sweet, honey.
Thanks.
All right. What's up? How's your day?
It was good. You know, I was just, you know, waxing poetic about the universe and just thinking about your dong.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't mind hearing that. Thanks, babe. Real quick side tangent. Dude, my voice when I talk to a girl, because like when I was talking to Anastasia Ashley on the last episode, I'm so much more chill. I'm like, what up? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you surf? For sure. Yeah, surfing's legit. Yeah.
You travel too?
Yeah, and like I don't get as excited. So I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. Hong Kong? Yeah, very cool city.
What's it like
Yeah.
getting so much male attention?
Yeah, I kind of like know more stuff. I'm like, oh, that's very provocative. Yeah. Yeah, babe, come in here. Hey, let me rip my tee off real quick.
Wow.
How do I look?
Manscaped.
Thank you, babe. Before we go any farther,
What's this?
it's an echocardiogram. They check it to make sure your valves are healthy.
Is that for double penetration?
No. It's
What's it for?
It's for like ischemia and other kind of heart defects. But sometimes you just do it to show somebody how fucking jacked you are.
Ischemia?
Yeah.
Heart defects?
Yeah, it's a degenerative condition that you get in your heart valves. It can be born with, or you can get it through poor lifestyle choices, typically with stimulants.
Does it vibrate?
The echocardiogram?
Mm-hmm.
No, but you can look at my heart. You got to squeeze on a little baby oil or gel, just some kind of gel. How's that look? How's that heart look, babe?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
You're looking at my left ventricle that I've been shaping for a while now, just thinking about you. That heart pumps for you, babe. 60 beats a minute. Pretty healthy. Not as healthy as I could be. Marathon runners get into the 50s.
Yeah, I thought you were in the 50s.
I'm working on it.
I feel like I'm looking at like a, freaking, I feel like I'm in a doctor's office right now.
Yeah, you are. Sort of.
You're making me lose it.
Oh, no. Bummer. Dude, I thought it would work better for her. You don't think she'll be into it? Probably not. You're right. It's not like classically romantic.
I just didn't know how to react because I'm a dude. Because as a dude, I was like, yes.
Right, you were jacked.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No,
Your
I think
heart is jacked. But as a lady, I was like,
No, she cares about cardiovascular health.
yeah.
We have shared values.
Maybe she was. Maybe I was thinking like more. She was like, I see the muscle,
Right.
but what about the emotion?
Oh, like you want to see my heart?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I call her in, I'm like, babe, you want to see my heart?
Yeah.
And she thinks I'm gonna like be vulnerable about something, but I'm literally like, no, look at my left ventricle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an alpha move. You know who does
Yeah.
that? Laird Hamilton.
Yeah, he for sure does.
Yeah.
And I think him and Gabby Reese are on the same page when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
They just sit there and fucking echocardiogram each other's hearts. While they fucking rub golf balls under their feet and have two masseuses do karate chops on their traps.
As they're trapped in ice.
Yeah, as they're in their ice bedroom. Yeah, that's 26 degrees.
Yeah.
Their kids come in wearing like full ski suits to say goodnight to mom and dad. What else, dude? What did you think about this Pluto business? Some NASA scientists are trying to say Pluto's a planet again.
Confusing stuff, you know. Space is one tricky motherfucker. Sorry to curse. I know you guys don't want us to curse as much. Sorry to dudes at work, to their bosses. I was just saying that because I'm so jacked on the universe, and you should be too. And you should give the guy listening a raise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was interesting about how they're like, you know, back in the day when people would just look at objects in the universe, they'd be like, "That's a planet."
Yeah.
And now it's so
We have more
complex.
terminology,
Mhm.
yeah, and more parameters. But it's also like not clear what makes a planet. Like
Yeah.
it has to be of a certain size, it has to orbit the sun, and then it has to clear its neighborhood, which is kind of just like a vague phrase they mean. that the stuff orbits it. It doesn't orbit the other stuff.
Yeah.
And with Pluto, they're still like uncertain. And now they've
Yeah.
created like a subset of planets, dwarf planets,
Yeah.
which is chill, you know?
Yeah.
Because it used, you know, dwarf planet, all still planets.
Yeah. And
I got mad love for both.
I learned about the Quipo belt.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of objects in there that are like just as big.
Yeah, they got some new places I hadn't heard of that sound pretty big and cool.
Yeah. It's sort of like the planets are like a fraternity, and they're sort of like, who do you know here?
Right.
You know? And it's like, you're like, dude, we're planets. Like, we fucking lift. We're huge. Pluto knows it's a planet.
Dude, you want to get into some questions?
Yeah, should we? We have Manscaped stories. Should we read these?
Yeah, let's do it. So, guys, we've been doing a comp to see what's the best Manscaped story out there. So these are all going to be regarding incidents with grooming.
Yes. First off, this dude says, "What up, Stokers? I wanted to reach out and let you guys know you changed my life for the better. Last week, I was listening to the pod and decided to use the code GODEEP for the Lawnmower 2.0, and it was the right move. While the package was in the mail, I started to think it was too good to be true for there to be an electric razor that won't nick my your sack, given your preference. Sorry. I'm a multiple-time victim of this. Well, today my Lawnmower 2.0 arrived and I wanted to put it to the test. No guard used. After hacking the weeds, I left staring at a sack as bald as Stone Cold Steve Austin without any nicks or damage caused to my unit. It's like my sack was reborn. Way to back a legit product, and I'm for sure going to share my experiences and the Go Deep code with my boys." That was very positive.
Yeah.
Sup, guys? I never had good luck with manscaping and have had many a rough time making it work. My worst experience had to be when I was in college. I had been using a shaver, same thing you'd use on your head, and I kept nicking my balls, so I asked some of my fraternity bros what they did. Well, I'm not sure if he was fucking with me or not, but one of my alumni brothers told me he used Nair. Ooh, painful stuff. That's chemicals on your sackle region. He told me how he did it, how often, all the different ins and outs to make it easier and less painful since I wouldn't be using a buzzer. So I figured, what the hell? He sounds like he knows what he's doing. And it sounded so much easier than what I was doing, trying to contort my body all over the place. It is tough trying to get to the gooch. So went to Walmart and got some Nair. It was a Friday afternoon. I had no class and figured it would be a good time to try it since no one was around. Using Nair was a big mistake. First off, it smelled god-awful, and it was extremely repugnant and could be smelled everywhere. I started on my nuts and taint and then spray it all over my ass. Oh, dude. Between my legs, everywhere, even my pee hole. After a minute, it started burning, so I immediately grabbed a towel and tried to wipe it off, but no matter how much or quickly I wiped, the burning continued. To make matters worse, it was seeping into some cuts that I had from the nicks I had from shaving my dong. So the burning and stinging were brutal, and the only other thing I could think of was to jump in the shower, so I grabbed my stuff. Just as I was ready, I heard my friend in the hallway with a few people say, "What's that smell?" He followed it down the hall, and then he started screaming, "Someone's using Nair! Oh my God! Oh, it's Kevin! Hey everyone, Kevin is baiting his balls!" That wasn't the embarrassing part. When I ran out of my room to the shower, they blocked the bathroom door, rude, and kept asking if I was having an issue. I was practically crying because it was burning so bad. It felt like I ate a hot pepper and didn't wash my hands before taking a piss. Anyhow, the shower didn't work no matter how long I stayed in there, but I was able to get it bearable. For the rest of the day and night, I was very uncomfortable, and no matter how many Bud Lights I slammed, it was still there. Needless to say, I learned my lesson and never used Nair again. I just went with a safer shaver and decided to risk the nicks. Anyhow, not the craziest story. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But wanted to share. Can't wait to hear others tell their tales. Thanks for making me laugh and help me get through the shitty commute to and from work. Kevin. Dude, Kevin, so sorry for your dong and the chemicals that burned it.
Yeah. Nair's tricky, man.
I always have this fear that people are going to put Nair in my shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah, well, I believe you have that fear, and I promise you I'll never let that happen.
Thank you.
I Naired my chest one time, and my nipples bled.
How'd that feel?
Terrible. Dude, also the other thing with Nair, and I'm not even doing this as a company man for Manscaped. I'm just being straight up 100, dude. Nair, you lose towels.
Yeah.
Because you got to freaking...
Ew.
You scrub the hairs off you once the
Ugh.
chemical has done its work.
Yeah.
And then you're just looking at this nasty-ass towel, and you're like, I'm not going to be able to get all these fibers out of there.
Ew.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's kind of like archaic.
Yeah.
It's the most inconvenient way to do something that should be easy.
Yeah. It's just straight chemicals.
Yeah.
Can't be good.
No, it's no good.
Yeah. I'm sorry your dong went through that, and I'm glad you recovered, Kevin.
Yeah, dude, you sound like you got a resilient piece, dog, and I'm happy for you.
What would you do if they reached out?
Nair?
Mm-hmm.
Emma, do you think we should take Nair's money?
No, Nair's a pretty garbage product. I wouldn't promote it.
Yeah, it kind of goes against
Hey,
our
man.
values, right?
You know what? I'm like trying to like not be like, hey, like, oh, like, yeah. But you're right. I wouldn't take their money. You're right.
I just feel like one of the few ways you can actually make your voice heard is with your wallet. And so, like, don't buy things from shitty companies. And, like, I guess don't promote shitty companies.
Are there-
like Nair.
Are there companies you don't buy from because you think they're unethical?
I try not to buy from, like, Nestle.
Where's Nestle's a Swiss company?
I'm not entirely sure where they're based, but they're everywhere. It's like most candy bars, most like waters and sodas, and like they're all over the place. But they're pretty awful, and they steal water from like natural springs in small communities, and like they're a pretty bad company.
Oh yeah, the CEO, he wanted to make water fucking
Privatized commodity or something?
yeah.
Yeah,
right.
though there will be water wars at some point. I'm sure of it.
It happened.
Wow.
It's in that documentary we were talking about the corporation. It happened in
Really?
Bolivia.
Wow.
Yeah, they tried to make water like privatized in the whole fucking country. But I'm probably getting some details wrong, but they rebelled.
No, yeah, there was I saw an article recently, and I wish I could remember where I saw it or what the town was, but there was a small like town with a natural spring, and Nestle wanted to go in and take 1.2 million gallons out of the spring a day. And the town was like, no, you're going to fuck up our entire ecosystem. Sorry for cursing.
No, we love
No,
it because
yeah.
it's passionate. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's like companies like that you shouldn't be able to go steal 1 million gallons of water a day. That's an insane amount of water.
Yeah. It's hard for me to even wrap my head around. I do know Nestle is the biggest company in the world that's not from China or the United States.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Switzerland. Yeah.
They're tricky.
Yeah, they don't.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't declare their intentions often.
Emma Stottle, thank you for dropping that knowledge and
That was a
wisdom on us.
bomb beast
Yeah.
drop.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
Dude, if there are
Yeah.
water wars, I'm going Team Fiji. Just calling it now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to like go back to my hometown and hope our natural spring is still there.
What's your hometown?
I grew up in Exeter, New Hampshire. It's like a small
Oh.
town on the seacoast.
I know Exeter.
Yeah.
I applied to that high school.
Oh, Phillips Exeter, the private school?
I didn't get in.
I didn't go there. I went to the public school in the same town.
Good call.
Was there
Good
ever
call.
any culture clashes between the private school kids and the kids who are from there?
Yeah, they used to just call us townies. I mean, it's a very rigorous private school. They go to school 6 days a week. It's run like a college. They live in dorms. They had their own power grid. They were like in downtown, but not really. We used to fuck with them because they had 2 crosswalks that crossed the main street, and they never stopped to let cars go. So we would just like pretend, like my cousin would slam on the brakes, and I would throw myself at the windshield and scare the shit out of the people in the crosswalk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just dumb pranks like that.
Nice.
But they were pretty much fine.
Should we keep going with Manscaped stories?
Yeah. When I was a freshman in college, I thought it would be really frothy if I manscaped a Nike swoosh into my lawn. I like this guy's words. I was seeing this girl who was really cool and seemed to really like my sense of humor, so I figured I'd roll with an original joke. Sense of humor, nice. I planned to take her out at the end of the week, and if she was into it, hit Bone Town. Hard. At this time, we were just chilling, hadn't had sex yet. I spent the whole week growing out the bush, so I had a good base. Good planning. Once the jungle was looking buck wild, I decided it was time for the artist to work. I woke up early before class, got in the shower, and fired up my trimmer. The first line was atrocious. Damn. I had fucked up big time. In an attempt to fix it, I made it thicker, but it ended up making it look like a big dick shaved above my dick. I was about to give up and shave it all off, but there was a problem. My trimmer was not the Lawnmower 2.0. Damn. And it wasn't waterproof. Standing in the shower with a dick shaved into my untrimmed pubes, my trimmer made a popping sound and then stopped working. That night, everything went perfectly. We were at my place, and she was taking off my pants. The first thing she noticed was the very large, long hole in my pubes. "Is that a dick?" she exclaimed in a very non-stoked tone. She got up, said nothing, and Ubered home. The next day, she texted me that she doesn't fuck with guys in cults. 2 months later, she started dating women. Jack.
Damn.
Did you shave a goat head into your pubes?
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
I don't take guys in cults.
I respect that.
Dude, I'm bummed that he didn't have the lawnmower 2.0 to get the proper Nike swoosh.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe he dodged a bullet with someone who might not have been good for him.
Big ups to Phil Knight, dude. Good logo.
Yeah.
Nike's like the goddess of something. Greek goddess of something.
Pubes.
No. Good guess, though.
Emma Stottle, do you know?
I don't know. I can Google it.
And Nike's
Oh, yeah.
original name was Blue Ribbon.
Let me see what Google says.
All right, thanks.
Was the goddess of strength, speed, and victory.
Yeah.
Also known as the wing goddess.
Oh,
That makes sense as
sweet.
to why the brand Nike is Nike.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's good stuff.
that's cool.
All right, do we have more?
So-
Maybe we should just balance it. We'll do like
Right,
another
yeah,
question,
good
then we'll
call.
come back.
Yeah, I was getting a little too. I was like, I can feel pubes in my mouth.
Dude, that's what I mean by full. I'm
Yeah.
I'm literally feel like people are like feeding me this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm about to turn 22 and my quarter life crisis is heavy. Post-high school life has been a complete bust and future prospects are less than optimal. I flunked out of college due to a number of setbacks, but primarily a lack of direction and anxiety, for which I now take SSRIs. I am now attempting to re-enter university through preliminary programs. I feel inadequate about where I am in the journey, so I am regularly untruthful. I lied to a recent romantic interest for months. The lies I was telling was making me miserable and believed her judgment could have crippled me. I broke it off with her several weeks ago, and today I feel fucking gross and alone. I am highly unmotivated to leave my bedroom, hate my job, don't know what I want for a career, disdain my old passions, regret losing the girl, haven't traveled anywhere, and I cannot talk to my boys as I feel like my development has been stunted, and until I reach the goal of a degree or optimistic career path, I will be unable to find contentment. I know I compare myself to others too much, but I feel this is inevitable being a twin who has achieved no comparable success. I'm a major schmoll. Bros, how do you recommend I stay motivated in the dark time and find the right path, get the girl back, find my passions again, and be Paul Walker, or at least myself again? From Jed.
Dude, Jed, I'm sorry to hear you're going through that. But take it easy on yourself, man. You know, you're doing fine. You got your whole life ahead of you, and I know you're in a rut right now, but my biggest advice would be to take action. Get outside, start doing stuff, and that'll help get you out of your head. You know, you don't have to figure out your whole path just now. College majors, you know, it's good to find one that you're interested in, but in the long run, I don't think they matter that much. Not to like downplay, but you know, you don't have to figure it all out right now. Just go out and test, experiment, figure out what you like, just take action, get out there and do stuff.
Yeah, and dude, I dig someone who can let themselves have it, but I think you've let yourself have it enough and you're ready to move past it. I totally agree with Chad. You're good, dude.
Yeah.
You're in rock solid position to explode into a happy life. And, you know, I think it's good. It sounds like you got high standards for yourself, and that's legit. But let's not let that keep us from doing basic shit that's going to make us happy. So, like Chad said, take action, get out there, you know, go to the gym, push yourself to talk to some people, read some books, and just enjoy life, dog. Enjoy it. Because you're going to do great. I can tell you're smart. You're going to do great.
Yeah, you're a beast. It's like Brad was saying on our podcast 2 episodes ago. Brad Fuller, shout out, legend.
What up, Brad?
With directors who do their first project, they're so hard on themselves and they're so stressed out about making the right move that they just don't do anything.
Paralysis through analysis.
Yeah, you just got to take action, take some risks, get out there. Like you were talking with like the Nike guy.
Yeah.
They went through a lot of failure building up that business.
The whole company almost went belly up 25 different times.
Yeah, dude, you just got to put yourself out there and something will click. And then the stuff that doesn't click, you'll be like, well, I'm glad I tried. And now I'm going to go eat Taco Bell and be satisfied with the fact that I'm putting myself out there. Because life is not about the end result. It's about the journey. You said that quote, I think.
Yeah,
today.
I think it's true. I totally believe that. Should we do another pubes one now?
Yeah, let's. What up, my fucking dog? So I got this super dank tale from college about my dong. Nice. It was the first weekend back after winter break, and me and my fucking dogs were about to get after it. Naturally, I had to chop down my winter break jungle, so I hit the bathroom with the razor. Everything going smoothly, then boom, clap, my dog. I fucking sliced the underside of my shaft right on the vein. Oh.
All right, so I think we're good on these.
Okay.
That made me clench up.
Yeah, dude.
God damn, dude.
I think what Manscaped was looking for was more like if you just had a patchy job.
Right. Yeah, but they should have seen this coming.
Yeah. So, you guys know what happened.
What happened? I don't know what happened. Do I want to know what happened?
Do you want me to keep going?
Please finish, yeah.
After a quick panic, I wrapped my dong in paper towels, hoping it would stop. I don't think it did because at the pregame we were smoking super dank buds, and all of a sudden I looked down at my
I think I
crotch
saw this
and it
one.
looked like I pissed my pants. I went to the bathroom in a dank-induced panic, pulled my pants down. It was a massacre. I came running out of the bathroom and notified my fucking boys. I said, like, dude, my fucking dong.
I like that he was honest with everybody and that he's got friends he can trust.
Yeah. Notified my fucking boys that my dong has been severely injured like a great dog's. Like great dogs, they did not really help but laughed at me as I was standing there leaking from my small dong piece. I like your honesty. Long story short, I went to the store, grabbed Band-Aids and wrapped a Band-Aid around it, and it ended up being all right. I wasn't going to get anything anyway, so it was straight. But the legend of Scar Dick was born that night. A story and name I will never live down. Peace, my fucking dogs. Love you guys. Fuck Puzio. So, Scar Dick,
Oh, God.
I'm sorry you cut your dong, but
Jesus.
the coolest guys in history had scars, so your dong is like Russell Crowe and Gladiator.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, dude.
Me and Strider were doing vertical 69 one time, like not through the pants, but over the pants in English class. And then our teacher was like, put him down. And he flipped me up and I caught my head on the corner of the desk. And so Strider like puts me down and walks back to his desk. And then I feel something and I touch my eye and I'm just spewing blood.
Mm-hmm.
So real calm. I'm like, stay cool, don't panic. I walk up to the teacher in front of the whole class and I'm like, Miss Keen, my fucking head's, I didn't say that. I'm like, Miss Keen, I'm bleeding. I got to go to the office. And then the whole class is looking at me. I turn and look at Strider. Strider looks back at me. He goes, just starts laughing.
Yeah.
And then the whole class started laughing at me while I was bleeding.
That's awesome.
And I was just like, I wasn't even mad at Strider. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? And then
Yeah.
I just walked to the office and got my head fixed. Yeah.
Man.
My dad hated Strider.
Yeah.
Because that was the second thing he knew about him. And the first thing he knew about him was I had a party at my house after homecoming, even though I didn't even go. And then and Strider put on a pirate costume and just ran around acting like a pirate. My dad thought he was on like meth or something. Yeah, now he loves him.
Yeah.
But it was a hard introduction.
Man, I can't imagine hating, it's hard to think of Strider giving a bad first impression.
He was a wild dude
Yeah.
back then. Now he's all about the GF.
I gotta, you want to do like a soliloquy? I
Sure.
gotta pee.
I'm not sure I know what to talk about. What's up, Stokers? JT here. I'm doing pretty good. I feel good about everything right now. I've been trying to have more integrity because I've realized like I'm honest in some parts of my life, but I'm not honest across the board. Like I got in trouble with my GF because I was doing a joke that she didn't want me to do, but I just didn't think she'd see it, so I was doing it. And then she surprised me at a stand-up show and saw me do the bit, and she was super hurt. And it was like so hard for me because I was like, oh, like I want to do this bit so bad, but it's like, so you're gonna put your like artistic expression above like your relationship? I don't think that sounds like a recipe for happiness. Like I don't know if but it was like swallowing down a rock to like stop doing the bit. But I stopped, and it's helped my relationship, and I think it's made me feel better as a person because I know I'm valuing stuff that's good for me over stuff that's like what my id wants.
Could you rewrite the bit so that it's like about someone else that's not your girlfriend, but still the funny parts?
I can't get too into it because
That's fine.
Yeah, but no, there's basically no way to do this bit right now in a way that she would feel comfortable with.
That's fair.
But she's working to get more comfortable with it. So like in time, hopefully I could do it again, but
Yeah.
she's just not there yet. But
That's nice of you to like hear her concerns and to take the bit out of your set.
Yeah, totally. I mean, well, it's like, yeah, thank you. But it was like with I argued a little bit about it. You know what I mean?
Of course,
like,
it's your craft.
Yeah, and I was like, it was kind of like negotiating. I was like, all right, I'll stop, but like in time, I would like to do it. And to her credit, she was open to that. Like to her immense credit. And then she's having a tough day at work today over some bullshit. So I'm sorry, babe. It's some fucking stupid shit. It's got me all fired up. But I don't want to get into it. But people are being harsh on her, and I'm
You're ready to kick some ass.
I want to like get in there. But the person also being hard on her is like a lady, so I can't like. I'm not just gonna like start talking shit to some lady. I mean, I wouldn't do it if it was a dude either. She's super capable and can handle it on her own. But it's nice that we're both angry at this person together. That's kind of bonding, you know?
It is such a bonding, like a mutual hatred or frustration with a person is such a bonding experience with anyone. Like you could hate someone with a complete stranger and like now you're best friends with that stranger.
Oh,
exactly.
that's huge.
There's a Bruce Willis movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, The Story of Us, where like they can't get along as a married couple after 20 years. And then they meet this couple in Rome that they both just hate. And then like their romance sparks up again.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. And so like me and Sally have just been texting back and forth today like, I fucking hate this person.
Yeah.
And we're all jazzed up on it together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hating people together is so fun.
Yeah. All right, dude, here's a question. Yo, dudes, love the pod. Always fire content. All right, so I'm going to try to make this long-ass 4-year story brief. Back in 2015, I met a girl named Sienna on this app Whisper, and we really hit it off instantly. Have either of you guys heard of Whisper?
Mm-mm.
No, is that a dating app?
Yeah, I guess. Actually just says on an app called Whisper. He doesn't say that it's a dating app. Oh, I cut a question from last week, too, where this teenager was asking for dating advice. And we're all like, just expand your range on Bumble. And then I realized he's 16.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he's probably not on Bumble.
You think so?
Are 16? You're not allowed to be on Bumble if you're 16, right?
No, I think you need to be 18.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some states the age of consent is 16. So is that what it is?
Maybe they have a kids Bumble?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The internet says that Whisper is a form of anonymous social media allowing users to post and share photo and video messages anonymously.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That sounds kinky.
Started talking on the phone, FaceTime audio. I'm pretty shy when it comes to the FaceTime myself, so it never crossed my mind to verify she was real via webcam or anything. But we voice chatted and even had phone sex. Just had a good vibe, and it quickly turned into a close relation with I love yous and the whole nine. She was pregnant when we met and had her baby while we were talking. She actually called me saying her water had broke and she was going to the hospital. So over the 4 years, we grew closer, but also drifted apart at times because of work and college, but always catching up and being there for each other. I was living in Florida at the time and her in Michigan, but she had gone to college in Florida too. I also have to message she would consistently send me the latest pics of her and her kid. She's freaking beautiful, dudes. I always told her she reminded me of Olivia Wilde, but I never got an Instagram. So fast forward this year in January, she vanished like off the grid, no replies, etc. And I was like, yo, are you okay? And some girl wrote me back from her number saying that Sienna is in rehab and going through some addiction issues and that she's going away for a little while. I was like, what? And I knew something was up. This is when my detective skills came in and I reverse searched her phone on Google. Quickly figured out it was a diff girl by a diff name, but in the same city and area code of Michigan. The girl in the photos, the real girl, actually named Sienna, at this point was now a mystery. And it hurt me for like a week because I thought I'd never find out who she was. But because I have a friend in the same town and with FBI skills in my genes from my late great-grandpa, I was able to figure through her pics that she was indeed also living in Grand Rapids. By typing in Sienna in Grand Rapids, we found the real girl on Facebook and then Instagram, as well as some basic white pages info. Here's where my issue comes in. I decided against my better judgment to contact the real girl to just tell her my story and say hi. I was so starstruck to find the real girl. Her profile to me was like that of a celebrity crush, so I had to write to her. I wrote her a sweet message, maybe a page, saying some girl is using her photos, that I'm not a spammer and I just want to say hi, etc. Weeks went by and she didn't read it, so I left a comment on one of her photos to check her DMs. Well, dudes, my heart sank when she quickly blocked me, probably thinking I was spam. I don't know. I've since written her sister and a friend as well with no reply because they haven't read it since we don't follow each other on IG. My dilemma is that I still feel so in love with this girl I thought I already knew for 4 years. Am I in love with the catfish girl or the girl in the photos? It's so confusing, dudes.
Yeah, I'd take a trip to Hawaii.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Just go into the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Let Apollo do his work on you and massage you with ultraviolet rays. and just say, you know what, universe, I'm ready for the real thing, and I'm not coming in too hot. I got tricked, but that's life. And thank you for the training. I know how to text and send messages really well, but let's make this in person.
Yeah, dude, I would take a vacation. I like
Yeah.
that. Take a vacation and get away. Emma, what's your take?
Yeah, I think a vacation sounds like a good idea. It sounds like you need to take like a dating break.
Yeah.
Like don't talk to anybody. Don't try to just like date yourself for a minute. Take yourself on a nice vacation or to a nice dinner. And then maybe try not the online dating thing, because I feel like that's going to cause some trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you do the online dating thing, make sure it's only like a couple messages to ask them out on a date.
Right. And then go meet in
And then
person
go-
eventually.
Yeah, and then go meet in person.
Because 4 years is a long time.
Yeah, and he was raising a child.
Yeah, that'll fuck with your head bad.
Also, maybe talk to a therapist or someone
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, because it's a pretty deep deception that he went through. And now it seems like he's transferring all that feeling from one person
To another.
to another, you know?
Yeah, she pulled the long con and really got you good. So I would don't hold that inside. Let that out. Talk about it. That's healthy.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for reaching out, dog,
Yeah.
and airing it out. Yeah.
Thanks for writing. Yeah, I hope that helped therapize it.
Yeah, I hope that cleared it out for you a little bit, dude. But keep airing it out. And sorry, dude. But probably let the real person,
Let him go.
yeah.
Put that genie in a bottle, or that message in a bottle, and throw it into the Caribbean.
For sure. What's up, Lords of Stoketown? Oh, should we do another Manscaped?
I think we have one more left. This one's super long.
You ready?
All right, you guys ready? Stokers, are you ready?
Ready.
Emma Stahl, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
To the Sultan of Stoke and the Baron of Bronze. Nice. Oh, the Baron of Bronze. I was thinking about the paper towels. Brawny. It's with a heavy heart and a surplus of shame that I share this story with you. I'd be asked to keep it anonymous, but that's quite pointless since every person who's came within 5 square feet of me has heard this by now, including my mom. To set the stage a bit, this tragedy occurred after my second year of college while I stayed behind on campus and took a spring class. As most of my boys had gone home for the summer to work and crush beers at the lake, I didn't have any of the squad in my course, so my stoke tank was quite depleted. That didn't last long, however, as when I entered the auditorium looking like a kid whose mom lost him at Walmart, I heard my name get called by a familiar voice. I turned around and there she was, a girl. Sorry, not a girl, the girl. From my floor in first year, who I've crushed on since the first time my eyes spotted her in her bright yellow sundress at orientation. She's my great white buffalo, the white whale that I've dreamed of Moby Dicking ever since. Oh, sorry. I was expecting a more like romantic.
Romantic, yeah.
And then I've dreamed of Moby Dicking ever since I met her and taking her out on a picnic. I sat down with her that
Did you
day.
add that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat down with her that day and every day for the next month. We had lunch together daily. Oh, nice. Shared dank memes and laughed at obscure movie references together. Things were going perfect, or almost perfect, since I forgot to mention that she has been dating an absolute schmoll for the last 2 years. Fast forward a bit, I get a text from her on a Sunday night asking if I could come over since she needs someone to talk to. She, like me, had most of her friends go back home for the summer, was on campus more or less alone. She needed some company and I needed any excuse to spend some time with her. So I jumped in an Uber and was gone faster than a toupee in a hurricane. When I got over there, it was obvious that she had been crying, so I asked her what was wrong and immediately got the story of how she had found out from her best friend that her boyfriend had cheated on her the night before and that they subsequently broke up. At this point, it's almost impossible for me to hold in how happy I am, but I do my best B. Pitt impression to play it cool and comfort her. We end up talking for hours into the late night, and she asked if I can just crash at hers since she doesn't want to be alone. I didn't want to seem like I was taking advantage of the situation, so I told her no worries and that I crashed on the couch, but she insisted that we could share the bed. This is it, boys. Peak Stoke. We go to her bedroom and start with some innocent cuddling. Then she turns around, plants a kiss on me. It's everything I've been dreaming of. There's only one problem, my pubes. The whole situation blindsided me like a Sandra Bullock movie and didn't give me time to go all Edward Scissorhands and paint a Picasso on my pubic region. Damn. Instead, I was left with a forest so big Jeff Bezos wanted to name a company after it. He also has a big hog. I'm trying to play it cool, so I find a natural break in the action and tell her I need to quickly use the bathroom. I don't want it to seem like I'm dropping a log in her toilet, so I realize I only have about 3.5 minutes before it starts getting suspicious. I frantically search her bathroom for a razor and quickly find one in her shower. Jackpot. I pull down my pants and start going at my groin with so much pace I almost got carpal tunnel. After about a minute of pain and panic, I had finished up the front region and most of my shaft. Now onto the balls. First few strokes are fine, but I'm going speedily and sloppily, practically asking for trouble. Then suddenly it happens. I nick the sack right on a vein. This thing is bleeding more than Steve Austin's forehead, and my sack is starting to look like Normandy on D-Day. Whoa. I've got no idea what to do, so I plop my balls in her sink and start running the water on them, praying to every god known to man for it to stop. It's been about a minute, and the blood flow has slowed down, but it definitely has not stopped. She hears the tap running for what I'm sure sounds like an eternity and knocks on the door asking if I'm okay, but I can't even come up with an excuse, so I just muster up the weakest, yeah, you've ever heard, and continued scrubbing balls after with tap water and patting them with TP. There's no locks on the door, so after about 30 seconds, she opens up to find me with my pants around my ankles and my bloody balls in her sink. She screams a little bit in shock, and I try and diffuse the situation with some humor, telling her, I'm sorry, it's my time of the month. Turns out period jokes aren't a crowd pleaser, so she quickly closes the door and returns to her room. After about 5 minutes, it stops, so I put my clothes on and return to her room, greeted by silence so loud Helen Keller could hear it. I try and laugh it off, but she wasn't having it, so I decided it was best to head home and try framing it as a funny story a few days later once it settled in. On Monday, I look out for her in class, but she's not there. On Tuesday, she decides to sit somewhere else, leaving me to sit alone yet another day. On Wednesday, she does the same, so I approach her after class and try and apologize for all the awkwardness. She tells me it's okay and apologize for her awkwardness as well, but she also says that she fixed things with the schmoll and they're giving it another shot, so it's probably best if she keeps some it'd probably be best if she kept some distance from me after what happened that night. Well, how did things turn out, you ask? It's been a little over 2 years and they're still dating. I've seen them a few times, but we haven't spoken. It's actually almost like that night never happened. Almost, except she told her best friend and now it has spread to every corner of the earth. I mean, every person I know has heard it. And as much as I laugh and try to play it off, it's a little painful knowing I missed my only chance with my great white buffalo because of my hideous pubes and lack of hygiene. On the bright side, this situation has taught me to always be prepared and keep the trims pubed, because you truly have no idea when God is going to smile down on you and toss you a softball. Just don't strike out like I did. Sorry for the long story, dogs. I had to pour my heart out. Cheers, Dan. Man, that was a wild ride. Nice along came Polly action in there.
Dude, I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the W to that gent.
That was very vulnerable and long.
And
Go ahead.
No, let's continue.
And, it was well articulated. I'm sorry for judging you on the Moby Dicking thing. I know you're being vulnerable, so what up?
Yeah, me too. And I don't think I got it at first, why these stories are important.
Yeah.
But it's important because the technology wasn't there and now it is.
Yeah.
So, all these stories have been a very good advertisement for Manscaped because none of these dudes would have had the damage done if they had the Manscaped tools.
Yeah. It's like the marketplace wasn't thinking about romance as much until Manscaped came along.
Yeah, and these stories will scare you straight.
Yeah.
They will scare you straight.
Yeah.
If you're thinking you're just going to have a cool hookup with the woman of your dreams and use basic machinery to take care of your area, you are sorely, sorely mistaken. All right, you need the top of the line, best off the shelf gear, and that's what you get with Manscaped. And I am dead fucking serious, guys, because I don't want to read any more of these stories. I don't want to hear any more stories about a dude's, sausage getting the outer shell sliced up. Let's keep the meat safe.
Beautiful.
All right, dude.
I think the main thing, too, that you can take away is get a holster and put the lawnmower 2.0 in there. So when the situation comes, you just quick hand it,
Yeah, you're prepared.
shave it.
Yep. Just bring it with you everywhere. All right, last question. What's up, Lords of Stoketown? So I recently moved from my quaint town in Iowa to Orlando with my mom and younger brother, who is a wicked tennis player. I was pretty bummed about the move. A video from a football game where I fought a couple of dudes on the opposing team and is causing me to receive a lot of attention. After the newfound attention, a solid babe named Baja invited me to a party. I was amped. While trying to rage at this mansion party, a schmoll named Ryan challenged me to a fight. I didn't want to fight this renob until he brought up my father who passed away. Oh, that's low. I was pissed. He is well versed in MMA and ultimately beat my ass, lowering my stoke. The bronze babe Baja convinced me that she didn't have any nefarious intentions when she invited me to the party. It took a while, but I eventually forgave her and we began hanging out at the wakeboard park and started getting stoked on each other. I befriended a solid bro named Max and we started training MMA at this Brazilian stud's gym. I got really good at rolling with dudes on the mat and getting them to tap. Nice, dude. My Brazilian mentor got aggro with me after I beat the hell out of 3 Guidos on a freeway off-ramp. The scuffle was caught on video and spread like wildfire. Attention from the video got me an invitation to compete in the Beatdown, which is an underground MMA fight. Florida has all of those. Life is good. I have a babe of a girlfriend and a solid bro by my side, so I declined to fight in the event. Then the schmoll Ryan beat the piss out of my homie Max and left him bleeding at my front door. I'm at a crossroads. I know I should never back down, but my fighting past is upsetting those around me. My question is, do I let this schmoll pressure me into fighting in the Beatdown competition and defend Max's honor, or do I move on with my life and my banging girlfriend, Jake Tyler?
Damn, Jake, that is a harrowing story, dude. And thank you for sharing it with us. Do you think he should back down?
No, I think he should fight in the Beatdown, but not for glory, not for ego, but because he might be the only one who can stop this Ryan guy.
I'd say you're in Florida, get outside, train your heart out, wakeboard.
To Papa Roach.
Hit the bag, do some backflips, flash your abs whenever you get a chance, and beat the fuck out of this dude. Never, ever back down.
You're fighting for the right reasons, Jake. I wouldn't encourage someone to fight, but once in a while it's the only move. Because this Ryan guy is just, it's going too far. Who's next?
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Your brother? He's not going to stop coming after you, so you got to put a stop to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that life's laid this at your feet. I'm sorry you lost your dad. But someone's got to clean up the mess.
Man, I'm not big on fighting, but when there's this much disrespect, and obviously this dude can fight because he took down those Guidos.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, though.
Guidos?
Yeah.
Is that a slur?
I think so.
He took down those dudes.
Hell yeah. Those boners.
He took down those boners that was videotaped, is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I mean, you are a fighting lion, and this guy he's coming at you hard, and he's trying to take Pride Rock from you, and you can't let it happen.
I got a sneaking suspicion, too, that if Jake is able to do what we all want, and that's to put Ryan away, not permanently, but just in his place,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually deep down what Ryan wants. Because I bet you this Ryan bully, he's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably getting pressure from all corners. I bet you his dad's a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
Like all in his face, aggro, alpha type.
Yeah.
And then Ryan's displacing that pressure on everyone around him so he
Yeah.
can feel in charge. But if you put him in his place, he's going to be a better guy for it.
Yeah.
And then I bet you one day you're at school and you guys are just going to nod at each other because you're going to understand something.
Do you think he'll end up with Baja?
I think so. I don't think she had nefarious intentions.
I'd love to go to Taco Bell with Baja and get Baja Blast.
Nice. All right, Chad, who is your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with the dude who stole my brother's weighted vest out of his car. I woke up to a text yesterday, and my brother's like, some asshole broke into my car, stole my weighted vest. He tried to steal the sandbag too, but he couldn't lift it. Good. This guy's weak. This guy can't even lift. This guy has no gains. And this guy needs to be put in his place. You know why? Because now my brother's gains are being threatened because now he has to do body squats at regular body weight. Who takes a weighted vest? You know, obviously my brother's on a mission. He's trying to make gains. He's trying to increase his strength. He's trying to strengthen the muscle fibers. He's trying to, he's a new dad now, so he's trying to flex on the neighborhood and let people know, I have a daughter, okay? And I do squats. So if you come around to my house, bring champagne.
Nice.
So, yeah, I just got beef with the guy who stole his weighted vest because I know the guy, he doesn't have a proper technique, so he's going to take that weighted vest and he's probably going to try and do some like leapfrog or something. And he's going to probably tear his ACL, which he should, because you don't even know about form if you're that low to steal.
Hell yeah.
What's your beef?
Dude, my beef of the week is also one that I've inherited from my family. My mom and her boyfriend, Greg, killer couple, are trying to build a pool in their backyard, which is a great idea, so they can live it up in fucking San Clemente. And then the homeowners association told them that they can't.
What?
That they don't want them to build a pool, which is already like infringing on their individual rights to have a place to get wet in the summer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if that wasn't enough, the fucking dudes who run the homeowners association who made the call live in Colorado. They don't even live in my mom's neighborhood. They're making this call from a satellite location 1,000 miles away.
This is an atrocity.
It's like, you don't get to make that call, dude.
Fuck you.
Once you're that far away, it's out of your hands, bro.
Later.
You're gripping the wheel too tight. Yeah, so I'm pretty frustrated on behalf of my mom. Te quiero mucho. Yeah, I'm just fired up.
You know what that is? Totalitarianism.
For sure.
First, it's like, if people are like, what kind of government do you want? Simple. One that doesn't take away my pool.
At some point, the founding fathers looked at each other and they're like, yo, England's too far away to be our dad.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about this homeowners association. Like, dude, if you lived in Laguna Niguel, you'd be too far.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, for context, that's like 5 miles from San Clemente.
Yeah. I bet General Cornwallis came over and he's like, all these pools, they're ours now.
Right.
And it's like no suntan nation without representation. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It all rhymed, too.
Thanks.
My dog, who is your babe of the week?
My babe of the week is Cooter Hollins. You might know him by the Instagram. Sup, ladies, it's Cooter. This guy is a beast. Not to mention, I've never met him in person. I've only talked to him via message. But I can tell he is hilarious. He's creative. He's an artist. He makes a lot of the flyer. He's starting to make the thumbnails for the podcast now, which are epic. I don't know if you guys have noticed them, but check them out on the YouTube. They just give a great summary of the episode that pops. And I just want to give a shout out to Cooter. I love your sense of humor. I love your artistic taste. Thank you for making these dank flyers. He also made some great artwork. He made the Stoke Actually poster and another Going Deep poster, which I'm going to have printed and framed for my place. And it's going to be so legit, dude. So I just want to give a shout out to Scooter. You're the man, dude. Thank you for making the thumbnails. You're a beast. You're a legend. But most of all, you're a babe. Who's your babe?
My babe of the week is Julio Jones. For those of you who have been watching Hard Knocks, the central character has been Antonio Brown, and I don't even know what genre of story he's in. I mean, the closest analog I can find personality-wise to him is Michael Jackson. Like, I would not be surprised if Antonio Brown was like, hey, so after I'm done with the season, I'm going to build myself Neverland Ranch. But then you think, all right, but Antonio Brown's leading the league in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns since 2011. So however weird he is, he makes it work on the field, and he's come from nothing, and he's defied the odds, and maybe he's earned the right to just be as weird as he wants to be. And you know what? He has earned the right. He can be. He has totally earned the right. But you don't have to be weird. And you know how I know that? Because there's another receiver who's been killing it since 2011, who's been averaging 10 more yards per game on average than Antonio Brown, and that's Julio Jones. And this breaks my heart because I'm a Steelers fan, baby. I love the work Antonio Brown did for us. His route running, Tommy toe touch, the best in the business. But Julio Jones has been doing comparable, if not better, work in Atlanta and has been leaving no weirdness footprint. He's just a baller, dude. And my favorite play of him last year is he's trying to track the ball overhead on a bomb. He realizes it's out of reach. He quickly diagnoses that the defender's going to make a pick, and then he fucking perfect form tackles the shit out of the safety to dislodge the ball. It's such a brilliant football play, and you can watch it in slow motion, and you can see him literally change his intentions from trying to catch the ball to breaking up the pass, and it's watching football genius in action. I loved it. So thank you, Julio Jones, for just being about ball, dude. Because Antonio Brown's kind of got like a deity complex. He goes to a high school game in Hard Knocks, and all the kids are like, Antonio, and you're like, oh yeah, that'd probably go to my head too if whole crowds were just cheering for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Julio Jones, man, it's a pleasure to watch you play, dude.
Dude, you just got me fired up to watch football.
I love it, dude.
I want to run routes.
Oh, you'd run great routes, dude.
I want to watch people run routes.
My dog, who is your legend of the week?
My legend of the week goes to our agent and manager's assistants, Colleen, Colin, and Emma, the unsung heroes of the entertainment world. I just want to give a shout out to all assistants because I date, I don't know if she wants me to talk about her job, but I date an assistant. So I know how much work you guys put in, and I just want to give I don't know if they listen to the pod, but I just want to give a shout out to them. You know, they're helping schedule stuff for us. They'll helping reach out to people. They're helping us with everything. And it's a stressful job, you know. You got to throw in those emails. You got to coordinate a lot of stuff. You got to answer phones. You got to read a lot of stuff. And, you know, I think they deserve a shout out for freaking crushing it for us and just putting in hard work and crushing it for our reps as well. So, Colleen, Colin, and Emma, what up? You guys are legends.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always so nice, too, when we see them and stuff.
So nice.
Super supportive.
Yeah.
It's a hard fucking job, man.
Yeah.
They're working their asses off.
Yeah, working hard.
Dude, my legend of the week is a person that has just blown my mind. So my girlfriend is in this Facebook group, Australians in LA, and normally people post in there and it gets little buzz. But this guy, Matt White, has been like a rock dropped into a lake, and he's just created a ripple effect of excitement. He's just a straight shooter all over the place. He writes stuff like this: has anyone spotted any celebs? Then he wrote, off to Santa Monica and Venice today. Worth getting a scooter? Can you wear a black dress shorts in nightclubs, or do you need pants? I think I spotted a celeb on the boardwalk. He had a winter tattoo on his arm. It looked like Drake, but I knew he would have a lot of lookalikes. This Matt White guy is electric, dude. And now everyone in the Australia group is so jacked up, they're throwing a party for him.
Really?
And yeah, so Sally's like, isn't this guy goofy? I'm like, no, I want to meet him. Let's go. And the first 10 people who get to the party get a sticker with his face on it. So I want to be one of the first 10. I got to meet this guy.
Yeah.
He's sensational. Matt White. He set this whole group, 20,000 people, on fire. Everyone wants to meet him.
Worth getting a scooter?
Yeah, he's just straightforward and guileless, bro. I love that.
That's dank.
He's my biggest legend, dude. I really, really can't wait to meet this guy. Matt White, keep crushing it, dude, and keep just saying the things that other people are afraid to say. Can you wear shorts to a nightclub? I don't know. I've never challenged conventional notions like that.
Beast.
Matt White. All right, my dog, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from screenwriter Paul Schrader. I've been crushing interviews with him because he's a beast. He wrote Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, First Reformed.
Yep.
He's awesome.
He's a beast, bro.
So my quote comes from him. Ultimately, it's an illusion to think you can understand yourself.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, and he's tried hard. He's a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
One of the greats.
So I think from that, you know, life's a journey. Enjoy the journey. Don't be so caught up with the result.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and enjoy the uniqueness and the intricacies of you. Because you're a weird dude. I'm talking to the general you.
And he's a heavy breather. He's like, oh,
Oh, dude,
to
yeah.
understand yourself is an illusion.
Yeah.
So you have to just keep working. That's the key to a successful and productive life.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when Robert called me and said that Taxi Driver was a very compelling story. I agreed with him.
Yeah. Ultimately, it was a story about myself. It was therapy because I was becoming that guy.
Yeah.
And then that script fixed the problem.
I was afraid to become that guy. He has a good quote, too, where he says, at first you're having fun with cocaine, and then cocaine starts having fun with you. It's like, amen to that, brother.
I was a nocturnal writer. And the way I wrote, I used a combination of nicotine, alcohol, weed, and cocaine. He sang this at BAFTA, and the moderator was like, right.
Dude, when he directed The Canyons and Lindsay Lohan was kind of falling apart, there's such a brilliant New York Times article about it. We should cover it next week because it's so crazy. She was in a room and she wouldn't let anybody in. And so to like be vulnerable, he got butt naked.
Nice.
He's like, Lindsay, I'm naked out here.
Oh, you told me that story. Yeah,
that was him. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I guess
Lindsay, I'm naked.
Lindsay, I'm naked out here. Okay. Yeah. Let's make this fucking movie. Yeah. All right. My quote of the week is from a brilliant film that I revisited this past weekend flying home from Utah, Blue Crush. Main character Anne Marie had a surfing accident where she got held under the waves and almost died, and she has a little PTSD from it, but she's trying to shake it off because the Pipe Masters is coming up, and she wants to win that fucking thing, dude. But she's scared. And so the movie's about her struggling with that. And then she starts dating a cool football guy, quarterback, who's in town for the Pro Bowl. And he's a chill dude. But he takes her to a big party, and she's in the bathroom and overhears people saying how he kind of likes to slum it and how he's always dating like waitresses and stuff like that. So she kind of feels like cheap at that point and kind of like she's let herself, I don't know, look foolish or something like that. So she runs into the water and he follows her. Because he does genuinely care about her. And then he's just like, look, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what do you want? She says, what do I want? Oh, my God. I want Penny to quit smoking and go to college. I want to be able to pay the phone, electric, and rent in the same month. I want a girl to be on the cover of Surf magazine. It would be great if that girl were me, but any girl would do. I wish my mom would come home. And I really, really want to win Pipe Masters tomorrow. That's what I want. And then she looks and she's like, just tell me what to do, please. Which isn't super in her nature, you know what I mean? And he goes, you want me to tell you what to do? Yes. You know what to do. No, Matt. I don't. Just be the girl I met on the beach. Who was she? The kind of girl who wouldn't ask a guy what to do. Bang, 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 bang. It's kind of patronizing that I'm making this my quote of the week, but I just love that scene. And, dude, Kate Bosworth's fire in that movie.
Fire.
Dude, and our plane landed before the very end.
Oh, man.
So we're all like, no. We're like, we're going to be able to watch it because we're at the back of the plane. We're row 39.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to be able to see the end. We're going to be able to see the end. And we're literally willing to wait, get off the plane late just to see the scene. And then they shut the TVs off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Boner.
So I didn't get to see her kill it. Spoiler alert. I didn't get to see her and Matt make out. But I know she's going to do it because I've seen the movie before. It's a great movie, dude. Good
I love that movie.
soundtrack, good characters.
They did the way they use Cruel Summer in there really gets me fired up.
Bro. And the way they use Youth of the Nation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We are.
The Youth of the Nation.
As they're pulling her and she's getting dragged into waves.
Awesome.
And then, dude, Michelle Rodriguez is vicious to her in that scene.
What did she say?
She's like, oh, you're going to run away. You're going to quit. Who does that remind you of? Talking about her mom.
Damn.
But maybe she needs to hear it.
I think she does.
Yeah, she's looking out for her.
Yeah.
It's cruel, but she cares about her.
Yeah.
It's a cruel summer.
It's cruel.
Cruel summer. Dun, 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 dun. Emma, have you seen Blue Crush?
I haven't, but now I kind of want to.
Oh, dude, you've never seen it?
You gotta see it.
I know. I think I know what's on my list.
All right. Oh, Chad, what is your phrase of the week for getting after it?
All right, my phrase for getting after it this week is, dudes, let's burn some beer bong rubber.
Nice.
What's yours?
Mine is a name I heard, and I don't know. I forgot to write down where I heard it, but this is a real name. Brogan Roback.
That's. So you just say that?
You say Brogan Roback, and everyone just starts drinking and partying and getting loose.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know where. If anyone knows where that name is, like where it belongs, where it exists, let me know. Brogan Roback.
Reminds me of Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Yeah, it sounds like a bro in Middle Earth.
Dude, I'm gonna get dogs soon.
Oh, you should, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, dogs are huge. Gary Goldman was just talking about on Instagram about how valuable it was for like just making him happier.
Yeah. They're awesome.
They're so wonderful, dude.
I love dogs.
Yeah, they're the cutest. Dude, one more thing about Hard Knocks. Mike Glennon, backup quarterback for the Oakland Raiders. That guy's face belongs in the Lord of the Rings as an extra getting an arrow through his head in a shot. Like, you know when they just bombard a castle with arrows and then they cut to show you who got arrowed? Mike Glennon needs to be one of the guys who got arrowed through the head.
Is he a douche?
No, he just looks like a guy who needs to be killed as an extra in Game of Thrones. Like, that's just what he looks like. I'll show you a picture of him. You tell me if you agree. Like, doesn't this guy just need to get a fucking spear through his eye as an extra?
Can you put that on the camera?
Your main character just freaking... I don't mean to pick on the guy, but I think he's a good-looking dude, but he just needs to get arrowed or speared.
Dude, I could also see if he's in like a Civil War movie and a cannonball like bounces up and just knocks his dome off.
Right. He's got the perfect look for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Knocks his leg off.
Later, dude.
Dude, that's so
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to do a review?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Fully Torqued by Joe Eads. Nice. The dankest of all pods. Dudes, your pod has me cruising down the highway in my brand new Jeep Cherokee fully freaking torqued. The positivity and state of brethren you dudes have achieved makes me feel like a lightning bolt has hit the tip of my dong. Thank you for always making my day dank.
Nice. That's nice.
Oh, and guys, I'm on about a month of the froth train. No booze.
Nice, dude.
A lot of stokers have reached out. They're on the journey, so
Beautiful, man.
shout out to those dudes
Choo
and
choo,
ladies,
guys.
dudes and ladies who are on the journey. Let's keep clearing our minds.
Dude, I've been thinking about that a lot because I've been trying to be healthier. And I think Kierkegaard has a quote where he says, like, man learns to tolerate a certain level of pain and then calls that happiness.
Right.
And I think there's a happiness above that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where I feel happy right now, but maybe I'll look back. When I get even happier, I'll look back and be like, oh, dude, that wasn't even happiness yet. That was
Yeah.
just what I was accepting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I think you can always climb up higher.
Yeah. And, sometimes I think it's good to be sad. You should be sad for a little bit. But
Yeah,
but it's transient.
Highs
Yeah.
and lows.
Yeah, you got to have the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we good?
I think we're rock solid, baby.
Cool.
What else is up? What are you doing after this?
I'm gonna go rock climb.
You're going tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to do that. Fuck, I can't make it tonight.
What are you doing?
Well, Sally had a hard day, so I gotta go over to her house and mutually hate this person with her.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be good bonding.
Oh, for sure. I'm way looking forward to it. I wish I could do both.
We'll rock climb soon.
And then we got a show tomorrow. We're performing for the troops at Fleet Week.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm pumped, dude.
We got a good lineup.
Yeah, some killers, bro. Strider's on it.
Yeah. Ari Manis, Andrew Santino, Annie Lederman.
Killers. Emma, thanks.
Thank you, Emma.
No problem.
And Stokers, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being Stokers. Keep writing those reviews. Keep stoking, writing in questions, and just manscaping and being awesome Stokers.
Yep.
JT, you want to say anything?
Boom, clap, Stokers.
Later, dudes.
Get it. Go get it.